1010. Long distance 1-877-704-1010. I'm also in the studio with Dr. Andre Humphrey.
Bless you, Brother Wallace.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Always a pleasure, man.
Always a pleasure. We're going to be talking about, a little later on during the show, about how does a guy get out of jail and nobody get in trouble? You know anything about that?
Yeah, I know about it.
Man, they were stopping everybody yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I'll come back and talk about that. And also, I have a cab driver in the studio.
Whoa.
Miss Frida. How you doing, Miss Frida?
Hello, hi Larry.
How you doing out there?
Fine.
All right. Don't be nervous. We're going to be talking about taxis.
Okay.
Taxi cabs. So, if you ain't right, folks, you better get right. Sedans versus taxi, or what goes on in the backseat of a cab. We're here to talk about it.
Okay.
You ready for it?
Yeah.
And also, we have a guest on the studio, Miss Jewel. How you doing?
Hi.
She ready for radio, right?
I'm working on it.
So she's watching us, folks. She's watching us, and she's going to be asking questions. But most of all, you ready for it?
I'm working on it.
You working on it? You know, folks, we have a special guest all the way from South Carolina.
What?
She's on the line. She's going to be talking about the movie. Don't you know she produced a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
On her own. No help, no production up. She did everything.
Wow, that's good.
I'm
Pull
sorry.
my leg, brother.
Let me pull up. How you doing out there?
Hey,
Where you at? How far you away?
I'm here.
Ray Bond.
Who am I talking to?
Sheree Vaughn.
That's right.
Hello, Miss Vaughn.
Miss Vaughn,
Hi,
right?
how are you doing?
Now, I had Dr. Andre Humphrey in here, and I was telling him about the movie you already produced out there, and you're working on another one. Can you let us know about this?
Yeah, I produced a movie, which I recently won an award for in Atlanta at the Black Woman in Jazz Fine Arts Awards. But it's a movie about four girlfriends living a single life, partying. Then they decided they're ready to settle down and find love. But to their surprise, they find out that two females share the same thing in common, the same man. But really, one of them was just a fatal attraction. And during that process, they found out that that friend had a hidden past of hurt and pain of being abused by her father. So it's basically just an eye-opener for people to just pay attention to your family and friends, because sometimes there's certain things that we can pick up that's not normal behavior for them, that we can kind of, channel in and help them before something bad happens.
Well, let me ask you a question. Is this...
situations, they turn to start doing, drugs or, drinking alcohol or whatever, and it's because of something, so.
Let me ask you a question. Is this movie, say, would you trust your girlfriend with your husband or something? Is this the movie you produced?
It sounds more like a coincidence to me.
Yeah, because I heard something about that.
Really?
It's not really to watch your friends, because the process was girl meets guy, it goes nowhere. Another
Okay.
girl meets the guy,
Got you.
and it's just a coincidence that they were friends.
Got you.
Okay.
When you watch it, right?
So you saying another movie out?
Yeah, they were here.
Right. He wanted to be with other girl, and she didn't know how to let it go. And when she came over to the house and tried to take him away, he pushed her. And then a flashback of, of the abuse from her dad, and she just took off.
Now, Dr. Andre Humphrey, he was saying, is this the movie what's the name of the movies?
Would you trust your boyfriend with your girlfriend or something?
That's not it, is it?
No, this one is entitled "Is This Love?"
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Wow.
And you, how you did this? How you come up with the idea, and who helped you out? And you need a production crew, don't you?
And I don't know. I guess I just have all these different types of personalities.
You did it all by yourself.
I don't know. It just came. I was at work one night. I was working third shift, and someone had encouraged me to write. When I was in New York, I'm from New York, and I used to write poetry, and I used to write songs, contemporary gospel songs. And he was like, "Well, if you can write songs and poems, then you can write a play."
Wow, you wrote it, huh?
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Really?
Now let's talk.
So I just sat down and I just came up with a title, came up with characters, and I just created a story in my head, and I went by line, I wrote, and just did the guidelines, the females, the preacher, the pastor, whoever was a part of it.
The preacher too? Wait a minute, the preacher was in the play?
That's really good.
No. Not in this one, but he is a part of the web series that I am writing right now.
Oh, wait a minute. You mean tell me this one took off like a rocket? Now you doing another one?
Well, this is
Another
going to be a web series. It's going to be a faith-based soap opera web series.
Wow.
So something a little different. A soap opera, but faith-based.
Maybe you need to come to Baltimore so we can help Brother Wallace produce a
I
movie.
would love to.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You is?
So I will be
Really?
there.
Yeah. Okay. He know how to get in contact.
Okay, well.
He has your information, right?
And not only that, yeah,
Okay.
I gave her my information.
Good.
She found me on a how did you find me, Miss Bond?
Yeah.
I found you on his son's page.
Wow. Facebook is
Yes,
popular.
it's me and Dad go way back. Actually, when we both know the seriousness of grinding, and at that time he was looking for background dancers, and I used to be a choreographer. So I got together some girls in the Minnesota area, and he was in Troy at the time, and I named the group Series 4, then it turned to Series 5, but I choreographed dances, so when he went out to perform, they were there to back him up.
Wow. Now tell us about someone called you because they found out about you, and you're supposed to be doing something else. Is it anything with something to do with Meet the Browns?
Yes.
Tell us about this one.
I landed a lead role in a stage play called He Cheated, Why Me, written by LaWanda Davis. It's going to be set in February in Elizabethtown, North Carolina. Palmer from Tyler Perry's Love That Neighbor, he's going to be hosting it. And then Reverend Oliver from Meet the Browns, you listed, he's going to be actually a part of the play.
You blessed, sister. You are blessed.
Yeah, I thank God. I mean, I'm just like, I don't know where I'm going from the next. I mean, from having a community talk show to acting to writing a play to doing a movie.
Community talk show.
Like, well, God, wherever you leave me, I'm ready.
Maybe me and Brother Wallace need to drive to Atlanta.
Yeah. Oh no, she's not in Atlanta.
She's here.
No, she's calling. She's in Florida, I believe.
You're in Florida.
Man,
You're in
Tansy
Florida?
talking all
Don't
over
let
the
nobody
country.
stop you. Don't let not having a budget stop you. Don't let nobody not wanting to help you stop you. If you gotta do your own research, then you do your own research and find out how to create that video. You know what I'm saying? But you put it out there. If it's in the line for you to do that, and that's your journey, and that's what for you to do, you make sure that you don't let nobody stop and you do it. Because I'm by no means educated in the area field that I'm working in, but I mean, when I won that award in Atlanta, it was just proof that God was like, you to me, and I was taking higher, and I was like, okay.
Now, you also some Ken, or you interview what? Who is it? Run DMC.
DMC.
Yeah, so my community talk show, YouTube was really popular in 2010, so I wanted to find a way because I wasn't, really into anything real heavy. So I was like, well, how can I put myself out there more? And I like to talk, but I used to be shy. And I was like, well, I'm gonna start talking too.
It don't seem like you're shy now.
Yeah, it don't seem like you're shy now.
Run DMC. Now, who is Run DMC? Just in case people don't know.
That was back in my day, man.
You know about Run DMC?
Sure. He's one of the
Dr.
original rappers,
For
man.
real, Run DMC?
Yeah. Clean rappers.
His first wife, a lot of people didn't know that he was married before, and that his 3 kids, Vanessa, Angela, and JoJo,
Nephews
are
and
his
niece.
first wife. She is my sister-in-law. She married my brother.
Oh,
so when I
okay.
went to Queens, I interviewed her. And I also interviewed JoJo.
Well, let me say that so I can be clear. So, Brother Wallace, when he get me off the show, he won't chastise me.
Yeah, what's that?
Curtis Blow and Rum DMC was one of the original ones that came out, were popular with the first
Curtis
rappers,
Blow
right?
with D's Oldham.
Is that correct?
You know Curtis Blow?
Ma'am?
I'm sorry?
Is, Curtis Blow and Rum DMC were popular. They were the ones that really started the rap, right?
Oh, I'm not really sure.
Oh, you must not be.
This is probably before our time.
Yeah, it might be before your
You might have
time.
to ask me that. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
We're missing. We're missing.
You can always go on my YouTube, Google my name, Sheree Vaughn. You can pull up all my interviews, all the Blog Talk Radio interviews, magazine interviews, to see the movie, the trailer, everything.
Everything. And how can somebody reach you? That's the only way they can reach you? Yeah,
They can Google my name, Sheree Vaughn. I have 2 websites. I have 3 fan pages on Facebook, 2 regular Facebook pages. So I'm grinding
You grinding. And you
I'm on
grinding.
LinkedIn, I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram.
Once again, your information.
What is
Sheree
it?
Vaughn. CHARAY. V as in Violet. AUGHN.
Well, it's an honor to have you on Taxi Talk all the way in Baltimore, Radio 1 Network. That's right, WOLB, 1010 a.m., the home of the Larry Young Morning Show. We really appreciate you. And also, we're going to bring you to Baltimore. Maybe you can do some, you can wheel us in the movie. Right?
That.
Nice talking to you.
Okay? So thank you so much.
Have a nice day.
And
Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
All right. See that, folks? You never know who will call Taxi Talk.
That's true.
You know?
Right.
Mr.
Right?
Klein called there.
Oh, Mr. Klein, yeah, the owner of the
ShopRite.
ShopRite.
Yeah.
That's right. And we also let's go to Miss Maggie before we get into the what goes on in the backseat of a taxi cab. Lord, we have a lady cab driver here.
Yeah.
And also we're gonna talk about the jailhouse, how they let the guy out of jail, and how they arrest the guy and all that good stuff. Hello, Maggie.
Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings. How you
Sister
doing,
Maggie.
Sister Maggie.
I'm good. I'm good. Like I was the hour before.
Wow, right on.
You know what? I called in because I heard you say what goes on in the back of the taxi.
You been in the backseat of the cab before?
Everybody gets in the back seat of the cab because usually cab driver doesn't want you to sit up front. All his info.
Oh,
is
yes,
right
they
there.
do, too. Oh, yes, they do. But go ahead. Let me hear your experience in the backseat of a cab.
Yeah.
Okay, but let me tell you something. It was a man when I was, very, I guess you could say very young. And his wife told me about a case where her husband was driving a cab. And he came home and he was in such a fit because a lady had put, I'm trying to figure out how to say this. Well, anyway, a lady had made an indecent invitation to him.
What?
Indecent invitation.
Yeah,
To who?
to the cab driver.
Okay.
Whoa.
And this is why I suggested
Turn
to
it
you
up.
that you do your own movie about all the experiences and all the sights and
Make your
sounds
movie.
that a taxi cab driver comes in contact with. Anyway, but he was wise enough to take
Wow.
his need home. Let me put it like that.
He took her home?
He took his need home.
He took
What you mean?
That's smart.
He took his need. Whatever his desires was.
He went home to his,
he went
his
on
wife
where
or
he was
girlfriend?
supposed to go.
That's right. He didn't get entrapped.
He didn't get weak.
Oh,
Maggie, yeah.
he didn't get weak.
He did not get
Well, how you know, Sister Maggie? How you know he took her home or not? Or didn't? How did you know he went straight home? Because it was you? You went home
his
too?
wife told the story.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't think his wife gonna know everything.
Well, she knew enough to respect her husband for coming home.
That time.
And she did not
That
say
time.
no to him, even though he told her the truth about why he was in such a state.
Let me speak to him.
Yeah,
Wait,
put him
where
on.
is he? Let me speak to the ex-cab driver.
I don't know where that man is today, but I'll tell you this. See, she was not one of those women who refused her husband because it wasn't she who got him in that state of need. Okay? So when we talk about domestic violence, there is a deeper understanding to it than just what you might call physical abuse.